I know everybody's probably already talked about this, but I just wanted to add my 2 cents because Goodfellas. I know I got the poster in the background. The Godfather. Obviously, that's one of the greatest films of all time. But one of the most entertaining and watchable mafia films of all time is Goodfellas. And Henry Hill and his story is front and center, and it was brought to life expertly by Ray Liotta. And he passed today, unfortunately, at the very young age of 67 with unknown cause of death so far, and I don't want to speculate on any of it. All I want to do is just pay respects to one of the most recognizable character actors that there has been over the past 30-ish years, 30, 40 years, I guess. The dude was great in just about everything that he was in, okay? Like, obviously, yes, Henry Hill, Field of Dreams. I haven't seen it. All I know is I just hear wonderful things about it. To even just what was that, he was the main antagonist in, go out on a limb with me here for a second. I think it was a Seth Rogen. It was the time there was two mall cop type movies that came out. Obviously, one was Paul Blart, but there was a darker one, and he was a real asshole in that one. And he got a lot of praise for that role. Like, the dude was really great, and he was definitely on comeback trail after a long period of doing decent work, but it was albeit sporadic. It's kind of like how Brendan Fraser is coming back, okay? But unfortunately, it's not going to be Ray Liotta. So yeah, it's sad that you had two celebrity deaths today, Amber Heard and Ray Liotta. Ray Liotta, a legendary character actor known for his career-defining performance in the crime classic Goodfellas. I know, I'm a big simp for that film. I'm pretty sure I bought that film in like 4 different ways. A standard Blu-ray, a standard DVD, and probably a couple of different special feature ones. I got an oversized Blu-ray case that I'm looking at right now. It's a great film if you haven't seen it. It's easily, I can say that without any reservations, it's Martin Scorsese's best work, hands down, 100%. I was very saddened to learn of Ray's passing. His Goodfellas co-star Robert De Niro told the Post Thursday that he was too young to have left us. May he rest in peace. I can actually believe that Robert De Niro did make that statement. Quite the wordsmith. Liotta, who was also starred in a critically acclaimed film, Field of Dreams, has been shooting upcoming flick Dangerous Waters on the island before he passed away. His representative, Jennifer Craig, confirmed to The Hollywood Reporter. His cause of death and other details weren't immediately known Thursday. I hope this isn't going to be like a Bob Saget situation with an insane amount of obfuscation around his death. I just really hope for his family's sake it's a one and done event. Liotta was last spotted in public holding hands with his fiancée, JC Nitolio. Not bad, not bad. On May 1st, before his sudden passing, the two were spotted in good spirits, walking down the street in Pacific Palisades, where he lived, after enjoying a meal on Sunday with Spruzzo Italian restaurant, keeping it within the family. The couple had been engaged since Christmas Day 2020. God, what you waiting for? Well, I guess it's a little too late now. Natolio allegedly accompanied Liotta to the set in the Dominican Republic where he was filming. Probably had to twist her arm in order to go, on vacation to the Dominican Republic, even if you were just going to be staying at the resort. She has not yet commented on his passing. Probably sucks like a lot. This was just reported midday today. Liotta's last social media post was just 2 days. Just 2 days later on May 3rd, and he posted on Instagram about his then upcoming project, the Elizabeth Banks directed movie Cocaine Bear, which had been targeted for a February 23rd release. Known for his icy blue eyes and his tough guy persona, I didn't really notice him for his eyes because I'm straight, and his tough guy persona, yeah, no, definitely. He was always that guy, okay? The New Jersey-born actor was renowned for his role in the 1990 Scorsese flick, The Best Year Ever, Goodfellas, where he played mob rat Henry Hill alongside co-stars Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci. God, there's so many bit roles from all of those guys that were regulars in those I miss mob films. Anyways, Scorsese is known for using the same actors over and over, but then asked by the famed director, never worked with him again. Liotta responded, I don't know, you'd have to ask him, but I'd love to. Yeah, no doubt. But what, he only did Casino after that, and then Scorsese just left the mob genre until The Irishman in, how long ago was that? Christ, 2018? Meanwhile, cinematic gangster Liotta was a gentle guy in real life. Yeah, no, I'll bring it up again, but Opie and Anthony did a interview with him, and he was really personable, but he was really quiet, and he kind of like Johnny Depp doesn't watch his own films. I think he said that, yeah, he's only caught, this was at the time, and obviously referencing Opie and Anthony, this was a long time ago, but he said he'd only seen bits and pieces of Goodfellas, and maybe never actually sat down to watch it all, Field of Dreams. But again, Goodfellas is like literally a perfect movie. And also revealed he'd never actually been in a fight. I don't go around beating people up. Liotta told the Post in October 21, I've never been in a fight. I avoided it at all costs. Unless, of course, Karen flushes all the... Oh my god, her name was Karen? Lorraine Bracco? Jeez. Anyways, flushes all the cocaine down the toilet in just a spurn of the moment freak out because she thinks the FBI are going to be closing in because there's a helicopter circling around their house. Anyways, Liotta made a splash playing the violent ex-convict husband and Melanie Griffith's character in the Jonathan Demme directed movie Something Wild, which earned him a Golden Globe nomination in 1987. 2005, he won a Primetime Emmy for his guest role on ER as the alcoholic ex-con Charlie Metcalf. I didn't watch ER because, again, I'm a straight man who came into a hospital with a cirrhosis-related illness. He also appeared in movies Copland with, I think, was that Robert De Niro or was that Sly? I think that was Sylvester Stallone, Karina, and Unforgettable. However, Liotta recently admitted that he handled his career a little too preciously. If I played a bad guy, then I don't want to play a good guy. And then after a while, you just say, whatever's the best part, you do two bad guys in a row, so be it, the actor told the Digital Fix in September. Since he was afraid to be typecast as a mafioso following the overwhelming success of Goodfellas. Yeah, it was so bad for all of those guys, you know, like Pacino and De Niro. It was terrible career choice for those guys. Peter Pesci, Frank Vincent, Lorraine Bracco, that transitioned into being Dr. Melfi on The Sopranos, where, you know, all of those other guys had a big career resurgence by getting little bit roles on that show as well. But yeah, no, definitely would have been a terrible idea. Jesus, whoever's your agent, you should just kick him in the nuts for not setting you straight on that. Anyways, he even turned down the role of Ralphie. Oh, what? That would have been interesting. Eventually played by Joe Pantoliano in The Sopranos. Ralph Cifaretto. That was... Ooh. I actually don't know how I feel about that because unless the character was completely and totally different and would have been like more of a different variation on Tony himself, because Ralph was just such a sleaze. Oh man, I don't really know about that. And he has one of the greatest lines from there after he's explaining why he beat a hooker to death because she was a whore. I don't know about that. Anyways, Liotta did, however, go on to work with Sopranos creator David Chase on the feature film The Spinoff. Yes, 2021's Many Saints of Newark. Yeah, he was Dickie Moltisanti, right? Yeah, who also, fun fact, Christopher Moltisanti, okay, his son in the greater ethos, was his son, in the greater ethos of The Sopranos, right, was Spider in the Goodfellas. This is a massive, unexpected shock. I've been an admirer of Ray's work since I was with him in Something Wild, a movie he wrenched by the tail. Screen producer David Chase said in a statement to the Post, I believe strongly in my heart that he could play the double role. He created two distinctly separate characters, and each performance was phenomenal. Ray was also a very warm and humorous person, a really superior actor, and we all felt like we lucked out having him in that movie. Celebrities have also talked about it as well. Utterly shattered to hear this terrible news about my Ray, tweeted Lorraine Bracco, who played, Karen Hill. That was all the money we had, Karen. I can be anywhere in the world, and people will come up and they'll tell me my favorite movie is Goodfellas. Yeah, no, exactly. It's not overrated. If you haven't seen it and you've heard all of the praise for it, it's not overrated. Not even in the least bit, okay? Then they always ask, what was the best part of making that movie? My response has always been the same, Ray Liotta. Jennifer Lopez, who starred alongside Liotta in the NBC action series Shades of Blue, shared a sweet anecdote about her mushy on the inside co-star. Wait, I thought that was taking a different turn here for a second. Ray was my partner in crime on Shades of Blue. The first thing that comes to mind is he was... so kind to my children. May was the epitome of a tough guy with a mushy on the inside. I guess that's what made him such a compelling actor to watch. Yeah, thanks. Great, wonderful. The original Goodfella. No, that's actually Henry Hill. Anyways, actor Alessandro Nivola. All right. Said working with Liotta on Oh yes, the 2021 flick, The Many Saints of Newark, was a career high for him. R.I.P. Ray Liotta. Well, thanks, very original. I was so lucky to have squared off against him in the against this legend in one of his final roles. The scene we did together were among my all-time highlights in my acting career. He was dangerous, unpredictable, hilarious, and generous with his praise for the other actors too soon. Yeah, there's something cursed about being, in a prominent role when it comes to The Sopranos. The best show ever, and again, something else that's totally not even remotely overrated at all, but just saying. Filmmaker James Mangold, who directed Liotta and Copland, described the actor as playful and passionate with a creative partner. Beyond the tough guy exterior, the tightly wound emotions of his signature characters, he was sweet, playful, passionate collaborator and a brilliant actor. R.I.P. Liotta leaves behind a daughter, Carson, 23, with whom he shared with his first wife, actor and producer Michelle Grace, 53. Yeah, man, that really does suck, because he's really was starting to line up the credits for future work. Like, he was one of those guys that didn't give off the persona or didn't give off any of the, political specter. He was a legend who was in a bunch of very high profile films, but he never gave off that air of arrogance that many of the other people that were in those films, Robert De Niro at the time, really gave off. And it just, the Hollywood's lacking in those generally likable people, those recognizable faces, because the current crop that's coming up, I don't know any of them. Okay. And the guys that are still there are either being canceled or they're dropping off too. So yeah, it really is kind of sad, but I just wanted to make note of that because Goodfellas, I know it's kind of a normie take, but it's just about everybody's favorite films. It's definitely in my top 5, if not higher than that. But like I said at the end of Goodfellas, what the fuck are you looking at? Well, goddamn legend. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.